We like to think of ourselves as independent beings, but in fact we exist at the whim of many factors, including the vagaries of instinct. As an example, human nature compels everybody to compare themselves with others. In making that comparison, there is no shortage of fault to be found on both sides, in me and you. And that is because there is an awful lot of human nature in people. So it is easy for us to understand how others think and feel about many things. Everyone understands human ambition because we all have hopes and dreams. Everyone feels inspired sometimes, and at other times discouraged. We all know what fear is, and pleasure. There are times when everyone experiences frustration and disappointment. We understand many things about one another. One thing I have learned is that you can depend on people to let you down, to disappoint you, to fail you. That is because people are imperfect. Every last one of them, or at least every last one of us. Those same people are also waiting for you to fail, to derive pleasure from your troubles. The only exceptions are your closest friends. Your failure allows the heartless observer to conclude incorrectly that they are somehow better or more successful than you. But no one is perfect. And this fact is not the enemy. Imperfection allows for the possibility of improvement. Perfection would mean there is nothing to strive for, blocking the path toward progress and growth. Expecting perfection sets a goal, which, to be achieved, requires that some facts about us must be ignored. Expecting perfection is unreasonable and unachievable. Rather than demanding faultlessness, it is better to appeal for effort. Despite the high expectations we place upon ourselves and on others, there is only one kind of person. They, or we, are all imperfect. One of religion's purposes is to encourage people to become better in every way. Christianity portrays the God as one who empathizes, who understands, and accepts human shortcoming, but encourages improvement. Unfortunately, some have distorted this principle, imposing unreasonable and unbending demands on its adherents, and spoiling the potential for religion to be an influence for good. Beyond religion, society has duped us into believing that perfection is the Holy Grail. The only worthy goals are moral perfection, spiritual perfection, financial perfection, and of course, physical perfection. If perfection is the Holy Grail, it is ultimately the voice of the oppressor. It is better by far to pursue the liberating practice of embracing imperfection without shame or embarrassment, yours or mine. We all make mistakes. Let us acknowledge the contradictions inherent in our human nature, our lethargy, our impulsiveness, our self-justification, our untamed emotions and wild fantasies, our virtuous self-deception, our ambition, our confusion, and at times our crushing despair. Let us consider a theology, a psychology, an ethos, or spirituality of imperfection, which gives permission for you and me to recognize and concede our limitations, our shortcomings and deficiencies, and even so, to try again. That may well help in our efforts to explain ourselves to ourselves and become less inclined to derive pleasure from the misfortune of others. I am Roger James. I subscribe to reasoned religion and invite you to do the same.